Welcome to the Running Network Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
Okay, we're up here on top of Absalon Peak, up here overlooking Daegu. Got some trees here in front of me. We're at about 2,000 feet. Quite a view up here. And this is quite the mountain, just about 5 miles out of the city here. Pretty cool. And the Absalon Peak is still looking out all over the city here. The forest. Did a little bit of a hike, then took the cable car up, which is right there, and followed it up over to there, and hiked up from there. Quite a view up here. We got Trevor Barron, the 18-year-old sensation in the USA in this race. So we'll see what he does today. Okay. And they're getting ready to go. And there they go. There go the walkers.
2011 대구 세계 육상 선수권 대회 남자 20km 경보 레이스가 시작되었습니다.
Hour for 20 minutes from now, we'll find out who the winner is. Awesome. For all the different countries, along with the USA down there, way down at the end, but every country has a water stop and can give special aid to certain athletes. So that's kind of cool. As the walkers are coming by here, and we have a Japanese guy leading at this point. Like I said, here's some of a few more of the walkers coming by. This is a 2K loop. Here's the U.S. sensation, Trevor Barron, only 18 years old. There he goes. Cool. Here's all the water stops for all the different countries. Like I said, from the other side. A lot of excitement here. People yelling at each other. Athletes, coaches, helpers, trainers. This is where it all kind of happens, right here along the water stop here on the 2K loop and the 20K walk. So it's a 2K loop, and they do 10 loops on this course. So, and it's plenty warm out. I went up a 30-minute run this morning, and it is steamy. Here's the American super kid, Trevor Barron. There he goes. Still looking good. He's only got 3.5 kilometers left, so he's looking good. Okay, here comes our winner. Another Russian.
자, 러시아의 버르친 선수가 가장 먼저 피니시 라인을 통과했습니다. 자, 2위는 러시아의 바란킨, 3위는 콜롬비아의 로페스. 아쉽게도 메달 획득계는 불발이 됐습니다만은 김현석 선수 본인의 최고의 기량을 발휘하면서 이번 20km
Trevor Barron, 20K walk here.
But you're in that chase pack well over halfway, which was great. Were you happy with Trevor? You're generally happy with?
Yeah, I'm overall happy. I'm 18. I'm almost 19. I'm young, very young for the race walks here.
You were the youngest in the 12.
Yeah, I was the youngest in the competition. So this is a great experience. And hopefully I can come back in the future and be up at the front.
Yeah. Well, what's going to take, then maturity, general maturity?
Yeah, a lot more training. Yeah, those guys have been training they're more mature than me physically. So in the next several years, I hope to develop that.
Yeah. How physical was it? It was like a lot of, when the pack was still together.
Yeah, well, I was just kind of sitting a step off the back of the pack. So it wasn't really physical in the pack. The hardest part was the water station.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you get any cards at all?
I got 2 paddles. but no red cards.
Oh, good. That's good. Rubino got taught.
DQ'd or?
Bleeding all the way. So, I don't know about other people.
Yeah.
It's short on the board. You think the judging was fair?
Yeah, I'd say the judging is pretty fair. I got a bent knee paddle, and I never get bent knees, so...
You have like a little back kick. Never noticed that little...
Yeah, I saw that on the video. And maybe, it's something to work on.
Yeah, right.
Something I can improve and hopefully get faster.
Always little nuances, yeah. Right. Looking forward to college now?
Yeah, I go straight back to college.
Where are you going to college?
Colorado College in Colorado Springs. Yeah.
Okay.
If you're free on September 11th, they have an actual 40K.
Yeah, I doubt I'll be there.
I'm the host.
I'm sorry. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for 40K.
I won that one time.
Yeah, we walked there one time.
Yeah.
And you never came back.
Well, Trevor, you're training in Colorado and then coming here. What do you think? Definitely got to be a big difference.
Well, actually, I was in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I'm starting. I'll be a freshman at Colorado College.
Okay.
Starting September 5.
So, well, with the heat there, do you think they're going to prepare you for some of this today? Well, what do you think about the humidity and everything?
I don't know. I think it's hotter and more humid in Pittsburgh than in Colorado.
Okay. Well, what about here?
Yeah, here it's worse.
Okay.
But I probably had, for being in the U.S., I probably had the best acclimatization that I could have had.
Yeah, with the hot temperatures and everything. Well, so how'd you feel where you were towards the beginning and moved up a little bit? How'd you feel about that?
Yeah, that was the most enjoyable part of the race.
Okay, it was?
When I got to just stick on the back of some of those guys. It's a lot easier to just keep going,
And how were your splits?
My splits weren't bad. They were fairly consistent for the first 10K, I'd say. There were a couple fast kilometers when the guys surged and I didn't want to get left behind. But then at stage 12K or so, I slowed down a bit. 4:15s, 4:20s.
What place did you finally get?
I don't know.
Still shaking it out at this point. So, well, since this is like your first really, really big race, how'd you feel about being in it?
Well, it was a good experience. I wasn't expected to do, medal. I wasn't expected to be even at the front. So this is a good experience for the future when hopefully I will be in that position. And
now, were you intimidated at all about being up against the great Russians, some of these other guys who have had great names for years, especially the Russians,
I was a little nervous, but they didn't care who I was, so it wasn't a big deal.
Well, coming in, as the U.S. favorite and everything, but coming in as kind of a big underdog, and yet you still did really a phenomenal race out there today. I mean, you held in there
a decent race,
really well, for the first 10, 15 kilometers. You kept the leaders there in sight. It looked really strong. But, it looked like your head was bobbing a little bit towards, towards the end of the race. Have you had that problem before?
When I get tired, I tend to lean back some, or, they were telling me to relax and stay more steady.
And also now, when the race first started, it was a little cloudy, and then the sun came out. When did it really start to get hot out?
Yeah, I'd say
the last 5 kilometers.
Yes, last third of the race maybe.
Yeah, it really seemed like the sun came out, especially now. It seems like it's gonna be a very hot day. You got to be really happy that it's over with instead of racing at like noon, 1 o'clock.
Now I get to
get to watch. Now you're going to stay for the whole championship.
Yeah, and I get to watch the rest of the competition.
Yeah, so you're going to stay until the 5th and enjoy everything. Yeah. Well, awesome. And then as soon as you go back, like you said, then you start at Colorado College. Well, now if you're going to be in Colorado, who are you going to be training with there?
I don't know. Maybe I'll find someone to run with me.
Oh, okay. No coaching. Nobody's going to be there at all, huh? Well, hey, that's a big step, man. I give you credit for that.
Well, Tim will still be coaching me, but
but
no one will be there personally with me.
Right. Well, that's been kind of tough. Well, we got some old-time walkers there, you know that.
Yeah.
You can always talk to them because they're my age, 50 years old. I don't think they're going to come on too to the spot. They're like me. They can't run as fast as you can walk now. And well, now what type of mileage do you
I've been generally doing 130 so kilometers per week. 80 miles a week.
Okay. Now you're going to take it down a little bit until for a little bit?
I'll probably take a few weeks, no race walking, running, cross-fit training, or resting. And then I'll build back into race walking for a base season. And we'll probably try to get up higher this fall. And next year.
Well, you're looking great. And what was your final time, do you know?
It was around 1:24:35.
Well, that's a great time in today's weather. And then, compared to Eugene, where the weather was much cooler, so 1:24 in the heat and hanging in there with a big competition.
Yeah.
Well, you did phenomenal.
Thank you.
All of the former race walkers are really proud of you. And we're hoping to see some great things out of you in the future.
Thank you.
Good luck at the Olympic trials, and congratulations on a super race. Any last words?
I don't think so. I'm good.
What's that?
I'll thank my coach.
Okay.
I'd like to thank Tim Seaman, USA Track and Field, USOC. My dad runs with me a lot.
Yeah. And Tim Seaman's pushing you right every day.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, hey, congratulations, and we'll see you down the road. Okay, here's Trevor with a couple of beautiful women. Maria Mitka on the right. She's competing on Wednesday. And Rachel Seaman, who's competing for Canada, is competing on Wednesday also. They're both in the 20K for the women. Wednesday, so good luck to both of them. Oh, they take the flags down from the medal ceremony here. Have the soldiers take them down. The Russians took 1-2 in the walk, so the Colombian in third.